StrongBox Demo, Part 1, Payments. Log in your secure username and password. If you're running a charge by either swiping the card, taking the order over the phone, the internet, or running recurring or batch payments, you would start here. Accepting payments. Select if the transaction will be a sale or an authorization only. Check the box if the client is present or not. If you have a customer already on file, select his name from the drop-down box. Enter card details in the screen below. Fill in the amount of the charge. Enter an optional invoice ID to help you identify the transaction in your transaction history. The reference number is automatically filled in by the processor, so there is no need to enter anything here or change this number. Click Process to complete this transaction. Swiping card. After you have swiped the card, you will see the acceptance screen indicating that the card information was verified and accepted by your card processor. Verify the card information and especially the transaction amount to make sure it is all correct. Click Process Transaction to run the card and complete the sale. You can always issue a return or void the transaction from your transaction history if you need to. Recurring payments. Setting up recurring payments. Checking the recurring billing box in the Accept Payment screen brings up a small window where you can select the frequency and the number of times you want the recurring billing to run. Recurring payments. Listed here will be all your recurring payments. You can sort them by customer, last 4 digits of the card, or amount by clicking on the appropriate link. Click Edit to change the amount of the recurring payment. Click the red X to delete the recurring payment. Check the box, one or several, and run all the payments now, instead of waiting for the periodic recurring date to trigger the payment to run. Batch processing. Here, you can run any number of transactions, all at one time. This is very useful if you have balances due from a few or many customers that need to be run at a later time when the customer is not present. To set up batch processing, open a new Excel spreadsheet and enter in row 1 3 batch billing categories. Column A, Customer ID. Column B, Transaction Type. Column C, Amount. Enter the client's IDs, transaction types, and amounts under the appropriate headers for each client you will be billing in this batch. Click File and Save As. Enter the file name into the File Name field. Then, in the Save As Type drop-down, select CSV format. To run batch transactions, click the Select File button and navigate to your batch Excel spreadsheet file. Select it and click Open to load the file into the batch processor. Click Process File to run the batch. Once the batch has run, you will see a listing of which transactions were approved and which failed. You can rerun failed transactions by running the batch again or through the Accept Payment screen.